set up right tonight. I don't have any issues, but welcome everybody.
You wanted that vertical, right?
Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, vertical. Yeah, that's the one. So, we are back. Been busy few days on the layout. Got a lot to show you. Uh, we've got our first panel of the new Alexandria Hotel. We got a lot done over here. So we'll have to show you all that. That's moving along pretty good. So I hope you guys are doing good tonight. Welcome. A little tired. Just got done working on stuff not too long ago. We got that piece of wood added, and I added some extra stuff to the foundations of things today. So it was a pretty good day.
Crochet Lady in Great Northern, say hi.
Hey, how are you? Wake up, Gabe.
Yep.
He dropped
That's
off.
Not happening.
He had a good day today. He had a fun day today, so he's a little tired.
Yeah.
We all kind of crashed a little bit downstairs for about a half hour after dinner. So trying to get ourselves up a little bit here, but we'll get to it. So we're gonna run because I haven't done it yet. I'm gonna run tonight. I'm gonna run the Amtrax by. I want to see how it looks. We got our first fence built. I played around with a few ideas on how to make a good looking in-scale fence, and I think it came out all right. I'm pretty pleased with it. It took a lot of coats of dull coat though, but that's because I was working with the decals for graffiti versus hand painting it. And
Penzi says hi.
Hey, Penzi. So we're it really was shining. So I had a lot of issues with getting that gloss off of there. It took probably, I'd say, about 4 coats of dull coat on the fence, which was really kind of a surprise. So I'm not sure why that did. I've never had that kind of an issue before, even when I didn't pre-treat the surface beforehand. Because usually what I do when I do decals is I will do a semi-gloss on everything, then I'll put decals on, and then I'll do my dull coat. I didn't do the semi-gloss this time, but I didn't think that would have been, because it's not, that doesn't affect the final coat, so I'm not sure what these are old decals too, so it could have been an issue just getting to the end of their age, so into their lifespan. But anyway.
Great Northern says got a thunderstorm rolling through.
Oh yeah, we had a thunderstorm the last night.
Yeah, and the night before too.
Yeah, and it was supposed to rain all the way through till tomorrow afternoon. Right? Yeah, tomorrow afternoon. Yeah, tomorrow's Tuesday. But I haven't seen anything since, so I don't know. But let me get this. I just turned on my thing here. I'm just getting the volume down.
Yeah.
Okay, so there we go. All right, so I think what I'm going to do, you don't have to run out of the room, Gabe. I'm just going to come this way with the camera.
Yes, I do. I got to straddle.
Yeah. So I thought I'd show you the, and we got, would you get that other piece? Take all that stuff off.
Oh, yeah.
You know, those details? Yeah, we'll go ahead and put that in place. Parking garage is done. I forgot all about that. As far as the printed pieces go, it's finished. We may do another level or two, but I was tired of us printing it, and I really wanted to get on the Alexandria. So I think it's okay. I'll give you guys you guys can take a look at it and see what you think as far as the height goes, because I'll explain how it's going to look in the setting with the background building behind it and everything, and you kind of give me your opinions on it and see what you think. And I'm definitely going to have to do some work to it because it's leaning. I don't think it printed completely correctly. So I'm not sure what to do about that. I'm probably going to have to file some of the little posts down and go from there. Let's see.
Arsky and Plumber Bog say hello.
Hey, glad you're with us. Okay. So here is the final part of the garage. There's we got the roof piece, that goes on right there. And here are the parking, the little P signs that go up on the top here. One will go on that side like that, and then one will go on that side like that. I'm going to put these here, try not to lose them. All right, we put this over in place, and then I'll bring the camera over and we'll show you guys. Well, you can see it now, it's behind me here. Okay, let me grab the camera. So come along with me.
New profile picture, Darcy. We got a new one.
All right, so you can see that came out pretty good size. Let's see how many. I don't even remember how many we got as a final level. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 levels. I see there's gonna. You can see here it kind of rocks a little bit. So probably when I start down at the bottom, I start filing everything and getting it flush. It'll do what it's supposed to. Oh, thank you, plumber. I like the idea of this too. We just needed it. But what I'm going to do here, because I've had some issues about this as far as figuring out how to make this work, because I want to get it painted, I want to get it in place, but I also have to be able to take this thing apart so I can load it up with cars and put lights in it and all that. So I think what I'm actually going to do. What's up?
My old name says, "What is this? A parking garage for ants?"
Yeah. Almost. They're a little bit bigger than ants. Well, I guess maybe not. Maybe they're probably like the size of carpenter ants.
Yeah, black ants.
Hmm?
Oh, hang on. Penzi asked if you're going to be running any other trains tonight.
Yes, we're going to run some. We're going to run the 3 that are here. Well, at least the 2 that are here. We're going to run these 2 right here over by, because I want to see what it looks like going by the new area over there by the Skid Row.
Oh, Josh says hi.
Hi, Josh. So I think what I'm going to do.
Strasburg number 90 says hi.
Oh, hey. I'm going to cut a piece of styrene that's going to be this size right here all the way down both sides. And once I get this thing leveled and it's not rocking and moving and everything, I'm just going to, and I get everything painted, I'm just going to tack that over the side there to hide all of those grooves, all those lines right there. I think that'll probably do it. And that might, that might do it. I've been sitting here thinking about that. You can see back there on the back, you can see where, like right there, you can see there's little gaps and things. So I think what I have to do is I actually have to come in here and I'm going to have to file these little posts in various spots to get everything to level down. And once I do, then I'll put the piece on here, light the whole thing up on the inside, fill it full of cars, and then put those fake things here just to hide it, paint it all the same, and then I'll probably let it go at that. So I don't know. What do you guys think about the size of that?
Josh says I got another track in my layout.
Oh, very good, Josh. Now that you look at it next to the Titan there, it doesn't look very big. But that's the thing about it. I mean, it's modular. We can make it as tall as we want. I just got tired of having our machine spitting that out for 4 days. So I think maybe we might go up a few more levels. I don't know. If we do, it's kind of like an all or nothing type of a thing. It's like either we just leave it the way it is or we almost double height it. That'll chew up another entire roll of filament if we did. This took an entire roll of filament right here. But I don't know. So that would put it about right here.
Jeff says
in height. Hi, Jeff.
Plumber Bog says, I like that size. Really has a lot of depth. Makes the large buildings look even taller.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
I was kind of thinking that myself because right behind this, we're going to have a really tall background building, probably almost as tall as the Titan right behind here. So it'll go right in this space right here, probably go back behind here a little bit and go all the way up to about right there. So, and then behind here is going to be the rest of the convention center, which is going to be the large convention part itself, which is going to be about that big back behind.
Crochet Lady and Josh think it's a good height.
Think it's a good height? Okay. Just say leave it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should have some more buildings that are just a little bit taller than that. Just scattered around.
Right. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to do that. I'm just trying to figure out how to make this area right here look the best. And I think that's going to be pretty good. Because you look right here, that's not bad like that. That's actually a pretty good. Okay, so yeah, it's all right. So it seems like people seem to think that's probably about the right size, so then we may just leave it as it is. And I'll just try to start getting that thing filed and sanded to where it's all nice and not wobbly like it is now, because it definitely, as you can see here, I'm going to have to definitely work on that. Oh, don't mind the big scratch. I was sawing today, and my lovely rusted handsaw slipped out of the groove on the wood I was cutting and just cut right across my hand there. I don't know if I'm up to date on my tetanus shots or not, but we'll see. As long as I don't get lockjaw, I guess I'm okay. Anyway, all right, so let's come back over here, and I'll show you the new piece. Here's the new piece right here. So, now this we've had here, but this, I just had this propped up against it. This is the new Alexandria base, the beginning of it. So let me give you an idea here on size. So it's, I try to get a hold of this. It's the same width as pretty much the Titan, and it's the same height as the lower panel. Now, this base is going to be taller. We have 3 sections that are these 11 stories. So it's actually going to be up about the first base, the first full bottom section is going to be about that tall now. So the base will be much bigger. It'll be our biggest building of all of them. So
Josh says he's got a new video up on his channel.
Oh, I'll take a look, Josh. So I think that'll be fine. It'll put it about, let's see, it'll put about that tall right there for the base part. And then it'll come in like this, but this one actually has a stair stepping that's on the front. It's going to come up and it'll have like 3 or 4 section stair stepping that's attached here and on the sides. That'll be right here. So it's going to look really, it'll be different from all the rest. I'm trying to make them all look different. So I'm hoping it does a pretty good job of looking pretty good there. Okay, so.
Oh,
what?
Norman says tetanus is no joke. I read a death report of a family member when I was doing some genealogical research. It was brutal. This was back in 1920 or so.
Oh, yeah, I know it can be bad. So, but I think I'm okay. I think I've had a shot within the past 10 years. So.
Did it bleed? That's the biggest part.
Yeah, it did.
It did.
Yeah, yeah, it puckered up and then it bled. All right, so let's show you what I did over here. We'll just keep coming around the corner. So, what?
Nope, never mind.
Okay, so here's the extra piece of wood we added on all the way along the front here. You can see that right there. That's what I cut my hand on, was cutting the piece of wood that I think it was the other angle, not this angle, but the other angle. So then I put the screws through, tapped them, put the holes through, put the screws through, and then it's nice, and I messed with it. It's good and firm and solid. Okay, so
that's true, Jeff. Yeah, live streams are just kind of fickle.
So then what that enabled me to do was pull this base forward. As you can see, I've got it overlapping here just a little bit. I'm probably going to come out a little bit further than this. Probably going to be closer to about like this. Something like that.
Crochet Lady asked if you put hydrogen peroxide all over it.
No, I didn't. I didn't even bother washing it when I got done. I was too busy working on stuff. I usually don't wash out cuts and stuff. I have never have pretty much my entire life, and I didn't today either. Okay, so
Josh says I like those other buildings.
Thank you, Josh. Yeah, we're getting there. So this was the fence I was talking about. Right there, you can kind of see it. We got the graffiti on it. I put the graffiti on the side of the building here at the bottom. You can see it right there. We have a video coming up tonight, and I actually get some really good close-ups of this when it was down on the table. And I talk about how I really dressed those up and made them look better. I was going to hand paint all this, but I just didn't want to take the time since I've got so many of them I have to do, because I've got to put a fence behind this one and the other one down the way. So I just went ahead and I cheated on this, and I used the decals, but then I painted over the top of the decals in certain spots. So
Jeff says I'm trying to do forest fires.
oh, okay. This is the pool that we talked about. I just found, I at the end of the day here, I just got the base coat put on it. I'll weather up and make all the tiles around it dirty. And then here in the middle, I'll do the depth, paint in my depth to where it looks like it's going down in there. And then I'll place the figure on here face down. And then we'll put the moss in, and we'll get this whole area finished up. So I'm going to have, as soon as I get these paper towels off right here, I'm going to have Gabe hold the camera and get a backside shot of this fence so you can see all the graffiti on the backside too. It's going to be pretty dark back there, but we'll hold a light up and see if we can't get it to looking pretty good. So yeah, and like I said, I knocked out parts of the boards. I did different colors, like new boards put in, old boards. So it came out looking all right. It's just another nice little detail that's finishing this all up. So all we got to do here now is...
Jeff says you need a helicopter pad on top of it.
Yeah. So all that's left now is to come in here and put the dirt on. Let me get this off so I can show what it is I'm going to do.
Jeff says, looking good, guys. I've had setbacks on mine.
Yeah, it just takes time. But knocked a couple cars over.
Uh-oh.
Well, one went, and because they're coupled together, it took the other one with it, obviously.
Yeah.
I've got to just get a better system of this. So I just got to get that clear plastic over the top of the whole thing. And I'll get that a little later. Okay, so you see this sand right here? Right there? I'm going to be putting that all on here, down all in this back area right here. This is going to be the access. We're probably going to put a garbage truck back there heading back to like the dumpsters. Going to put all that sand through here. Going to get some of the tufts, the pre-made tufts of the static grass to put along the fence line. So that'll all look good. This sandpaper that I'm using for the roads is what I'm going to put here. It's going to make a great asphalt material. I'll put cracks in it with weeds growing through, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to do all of that tomorrow. This whole foundation is going to be pretty much finished tomorrow. Then all that's going to be left is, let me think here, what is left? Oh, we got all the details to put the gas meters, electric meters, everything on the back sides. They're all going to be down here on both the backs of these. They're going to be down at the bottom, so we'll have all that. The weather head will come up on each of them. So that'll all get put in. All the utilities will get put in on the back of the buildings. Then I'll dull coat these. I have decided to put interiors into at least 3 of the floors, probably 2 floors on this one. I'll be actually doing a full interior. Probably the top one and maybe this one, and then maybe like this floor here. So I'm going to put full interiors in. So let me go ahead and get this off so we can get so Gabe can get the
Camera
around and you can see the fence on the back side. I need this off anyway so that we can run the trains by it and see what it looks like.
Jeff says I have to tear up a third of my track, so I'll be down indefinitely.
Oh no. Well, but once you get it done, it'll be good, I'm sure. All right, let me get all this out of the way here. Okay, so I'm going to hand this off to you. And what I'm going to do here is see if that helps at all.
Back.
Can you see?
If I zoom in.
Okay.
There we go.
All right.
Yeah, shine back on that first one.
Here?
Keep going. It does not want to focus. There we go. Okay. Yeah.
All right. So there's the back of this fence. You're going to see a lot of that when we do our recordings, because we're actually going to be shooting through kind of like right there, watching the trains go. So, like I said, you can see this go all the way down. So I think they came out really good on the back. I'll never see it from this side when I'm operating, but that's all right. I try to do everything, make it look right.
That does look good.
Yeah, I'm really happy with that.
Being able to, now that you have the room for it,
Yeah,
too.
yeah. See, now I can put the chain link right here.
Right.
If I put it here, what I'm actually thinking about doing maybe is just putting the chain link like right here at the end of the roads,
Yeah.
along with those barricades, and leaving this open to the tracks, and doing the same thing all the way down here. Here's this other piece I was talking about. I've just got to glue it to the back side.
Great Northern says, is that like lifting the curtain?
Yeah.
And Crochet Lady says, so cool.
So you can see how this came out versus this. I have to glue that on there. Thank you, Crochet Lady. So that it's almost there. I mean, I'm gonna get this glued on tomorrow. I'm gonna get these foundations painted on this one. I'm gonna get all of the this dull coated over here, the foundation over here dull coated, all of the turf and scenic materials are all going to be on there, so it's going to look really good.
Josh says he can't wait to see the big boy in Girard, Illinois.
Yeah.
On July 18th.
I'm trying to get this back on here. I want to make sure when we bring the trains around, nothing's going to catch. That should be probably pretty close. Okay. So, so we're almost got this done. So actually, by the time we do our next live stream in a couple of days, this should be all finished. I'm really excited about that. I'm even going to have I'll probably even have the sandpaper down for the roads, everything. So, and then this one's going to be mostly done because we're going to go ahead and print these real quick. We'll interrupt the printing of the Alexandria, and I'll get the fire escapes printed off the back. We did print off enough of the utility hookups for the gas meters and the electric meters for these, so don't have to worry about that. We've got all that already.
The pool looks nice.
Yeah, I think that'll be fun. Once I paint in the middle here, get the color in, I think and get the concrete weathered, I think that's going to look really good. I'm looking forward to getting that done. Get that 3D depth going down in there with using the paints mix to give the shadows going down in. That's going to look really sharp. So, all right. So if you want to set it back up there for a sec, yep. I shall. Oh, well, I have decided to. So another big change. I have decided to go ahead and get rid of this. I just want this out of here because what I'm going to do is the station that we have that's going to go over these tracks right here. This guy, he's going to be sitting, spanning over two of the tracks. So what I'm thinking about doing is I'm going to have like the two tracks covered from about right here to about right here. The reason I've decided to do this is now that we're running these longer passenger cars, it comes real close. Those longer cars come real close when it gets to this beam right here. This thing shifts for some reason, and I don't notice it. I'm going to wind up hitting cars, and I don't want to do that. And I really have some really great rock details, and where it kind of blends into the retaining walls, looks really good under here. So well, yeah, let's just do this so you can see. So there we go. So I'm going to reuse all of this material. Let me hand you this. You just set it down over there. Yeah. Just got to get a hold of that.
Got it.
Okay.
There we go.
I mean, it really opens it up a lot.
That does look a lot better.
It does, doesn't it?
Not having it there, yeah. Because now you can see the whole wall, and you can do a transition between the concrete, the retaining, and the actual rock.
Well, I thought I could even do a little bit of an extension of Skid Row over even to here, maybe.
Yeah, because it would be throughout the entire area.
Right here along the tracks.
Yeah.
So I could even do a little more right here.
Because it's an entire town below, this whole, the
this
old town.
The whole low area. So I kind of like that.
Yeah.
So that could be what's going to happen, is we're going to be doing that. So I'm going to leave this off tonight. We'll see how it is as far as the trains running. It's just going to be nice not having to worry about watching them, whether they're going to hit or not. So I think that's probably what we're going to wind up doing. So, okay. So let me get these cleared off over here. And we shall see how it's going to look going by. Skid Row. Oh, I was telling you guys, one of our subscribers, great guy to been wonderful talking with and everything. He came to the house on was it Friday?
I think so.
Friday.
Yeah, Friday.
Friday. Came to the house on Friday. I found out he only lives like 30 miles away, 30, 35 miles away, something like that. So he came up and got a tour of the layout, and we talked layout stuff, and then he was wanting,
Oh.
I know. I'm actually thinking about taking these off of here for right now because I just don't want them tipping over on the trains as they go by. He was wanting to buy the files off of us for the bridge, our big blue bridge that we have. Well, I wasn't going to sell the files to him. We gave them to him, but I kind of got him started. We printed off like 6 sections. Three double sections, so six of the actual gap areas. So I had that printed off and I had it semi put together for him. And he was here for probably a good hour or hour and a half, and we had a really good time in the layout room. And then we went downstairs and the dining table. I showed him how these things go together because it's kind of tricky when you're using those the V girders and the others. Where to cut them. Because we make them longer than they actually are, and you want them to look right, going all the way across everything, ending correctly, beginning correctly. So I showed him how to do that, and he has his own 3D printer, so he's got a PLA like ours. So we definitely gave him the right files for that.
Total Boggs says thank you.
Oh, well, you're welcome. So that's who's here. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if he wanted to let people know that he was the one that was here or not. So yes, he was the one that was here. So and we had a really good time. And I've invited him back up to come anytime he wants to, and I'll show him how to weather cars. And I found. You're going to turn that camera just a little bit. So I don't have to lean in so much.
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you. I did find an engine, because you were talking about wanting to do some weathering on engines. Well, I found one that I got in a collection, and it never did operate. It had a broken, I forget what they call them. It's on the old Katos, they have that joint that comes off of the drive line that comes off the motor. It's like this really flimsy thing back on older units. It looks like little U-shaped things. Well, it had broken ones on there, and I could probably get it and replace it, which I probably will eventually. But it's just, to me, it's just a junk unit. So I'm going to use that to experiment on when we get together to weather. We're going to weather a car, and we're going to use that as our practice to see how it's going to look. We'll fade it down. We'll get the trucks all done. I may even go in and I may paint some of the doors like the primer gray to give it the look of replaced door on the side or something. So we're going to play around with that. So I did find an engine, excuse me, that we can practice with. I was excited about that. I'd forgotten all about that one, and when I was going through the disaster of my table looking for some tools, I came across the box that was in. So we've got a good shell that we can use to practice on. So I think that'll be really good.
Got a couple things here.
Sure.
Josh asks, what do you think of the blink light gate in HO or N scale?
Blink light gate. I don't know what that is. I don't know. I mean, you mean a crossing gate? The type that has the blinking arms on the crossing arms. They look cool. If that's what you're talking about. Otherwise, I don't know. So okay.
Great Northern says, I actually kind of like that thing, but it makes sense to remove it if the trains are going to hit it.
Yeah. It was a tough call on taking it off, but if we do put one like right here to here, we'll still have that kind of a tunnel effect. But the thing also be is when we're videoing, it'll be a lot easier to see the passenger trains pull to a stop because we're getting a number of passenger trains in now, and there's a potential of some coming. So if we build up a decent passenger train, I'm going to make this where at any given time we're probably going to run like maybe 6 passenger trains at the same time. So we'll have constantly trains moving into the stations here, and then moving out and going up through the levels or going down below or whatever. So it'd be okay if this is open. We have a little bit right here. We'll put the focus on our passenger service right here. And if we need to, we can expand and put like one extra coming down for a track right here for a loading right here for like the stairs or maybe an elevator or crossover or something to get to the third track too, platform. So
Crochet Lady says, good idea, gonna be easier to clean the tracks now.
yes, it will be a lot easier to clean the tracks. That was the one thing that was going to be the pain here, was going to be having everything that was going to be on top of it, and trying to get in here to clean this. I have not cleaned this area at all in a long time. Hey, excuse me, I got to get a little bit quick. It's starting to really catch up, but I'm still battling this cough down in the lungs. Okay, so
Let's see. Plumber Boggs says, oh nice, thank you Lance. I think it'll have some really cool camera angles.
yes, I think so. And I'm glad I found the engine for us to do when we do the weathering. And like I said, I'll have some extra cars, and we'll do some cars so you can see how I do all my steps to do all the weathering on the cars. Simple processes, no airbrush involved, just simple acrylics and paintbrushes. So we'll bring up. I was thinking about we'll just probably do it on the dining table, or I'll bring up our big folding one that we have. We got a white folding plastic one that we might put in the entryway area, and just set up there. Got a lot of good light right there, so I might do that. All right, so let's see. I'll get the camera again, and then I'll get this rolling. We'll get it going around a couple of times, and I'll bring the camera over, and we'll take a look and see what it's going to look like with the fencing and all that kind of stuff. How it's looking going through the Skid Row area.
Oh yeah, and by the way, thank you for becoming a member, Plumber
Oh
Boggs.
yeah, thank you. Yeah, that was great. So we've got some new content coming up to the membership section this week. So you'll have some new videos there along with the other ones that we have up there. I don't even know how many videos we've got up there right now. Let's see here. Let's start with the Surfliner. So I need.
Josh says the real live, the gate that you see when a train signal and the gates go down. So yeah.
So what we were talking about. Yeah. They're pretty cool.
Plumber Boggs says, heck yeah, about time, ha ha ha.
Okay, so I just had to find which power pack was which. I'm going to start numbering them and leaving them with their tracks and assign them to a track number, so I'm not, which one is that? Because I'll eventually have an MRC tech control of some sort for every single track for now. All right, so let's see what we got. That's going the right way. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I'll start it off kind of nicely here. And like I said, then I'll get the camera and we'll take a look at it, see it going through Skid Row over there. Let's see how that looks.
Plumber Boggs says, that looks cool.
Thank you.
Cool.
I love it. But that color is just so gorgeous. There's something about that blue on that Surfliner. My goodness, it's beautiful.
It's cool, you can hear the click clack.
The click. We'll pick the speed up just a little bit. Okay, so let me have a camera, and I'll catch it when it comes through this next side.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get the lights? Yeah, those backlights are pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, so let's take and let me see which angle I want to get it at. Let's kind of look at it coming through the tower right there. Back it up a little bit so you can see all the fencing and everything. We'll just kind of look right there, see how that's going to look. Here it comes. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's going to look really sharp. Okay. We'll catch it as it goes by this side too, so you can see more of the X Meth Lab. You can see the graffiti that's on the side of the building right there. Like I said, we have the current update on this, the 8-minute video showing all the new stuff and how I did those graffitis. There she goes. Yeah, that's what we want. Okay, so we're going to put this back right here. And I'm probably going to get the other one going.
Okay. Oh, there we go.
All right. So let's fire up the auto train.
Now they give them my view.
Oh, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Well, you can do that as soon as we get going with this. All right. Just starting out. Oh, doesn't that look nice? Wow. That's really sweet looking. There we go. Very good. Let's get it up to speed too.
That's cool. Plumberbox in reply to Josh. He says, I have some N-scale blinking gates. I think they're really fun. They activate with just an infrared sensor.
Yeah, yeah. Get some of those for this. I'm not gonna have a lot of places that are actually gonna cross our tracks, since I either have elevated track or it's down here and it's all blocked off. But a few spots we will have some areas that we could put in. All right, let's kick this in high gear here a little bit.
Yeah, we definitely do need to get some gates if we can.
Well, I'm gonna have signals, operating signals too.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, they're definitely fun.
Let's get him up to speed. We'll try to bring both trains through here at the same time through Skid Row. Let's yeah. Yeah, shoot it kind of low so you can see the fence
Yeah.
and everything. Let's see if I can catch this one up to it. Let's see. There we come. Get ready. They're coming.
It's hard to see with these in the way.
A little lower, you'll be fine. Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah. No, not with two rows of those on the bridge. Once we get these cleared out, then
Yeah.
it'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I just once I get yards, actually get yards.
Yeah. Gotta get a good angle where it'll show, but cool.
I'll do it from this side too.
Yeah, it'll be easier on that side.
Yeah.
Well, and this side is where the backdrop and the yards are gonna be anyways.
Right. Okay. Set real quick.
Yep.
This. That looks really nice.
Oh, Plum Blind says, "Love that seaside bridge. Can't wait to finish mine."
Yes. We shared the color with you, I think. We did show the
seaside bridge.
Seaside? Okay. Yeah, Rust-Oleum Seaside. All right, here we go. Oh, that looks really good. Nice. Now let's take a look and catch them underneath the big towers. That looks good. Let me get down here. Well, catch them coming by this. We'll see if we can get a.
They said, "Sorry, elevated track. I need."
Oh no, that's fine.
Oh no, that's essentially the same thing.
Yeah. There we go. Nice. All right.
There you go. Oh,
Huh?
there we go.
All right. That looks really good. I'm gonna.
Josh says, very awesome.
It
Flora Bog says, man, even the FEC locomotive looks cool now.
does. I was gonna run it, but that track is taken up as my storage track, so I've got the other 4 engines sitting there and along with all those cars, so I'd have to do a lot to run that one tonight. That's why I've just got to get my yards put in, which we're doing this summer, so. All right, we're gonna pick the Amtrak up in speed here. I'll let it. Catch it. Well, I was thinking about getting the car with the red lights on it for the Amtrak, but that make no sense at all. I mean, because I'm always going to have, on this one anyway, it's always going to be the auto train. So it's always going to have the auto racks. In fact, there's going to be 3 more on there. There'll be 6 cars total on the back end. So I'll just get a thread for the rear end of the final auto rack.
Josh says, very cool, the blue train.
Yes. Yeah. They're both, yeah. The blue Surfliner and this blue, I think this is I don't remember which phase this is. Phase 5, maybe phase 6, phase 6 probably.
Yeah, I think it was 6.
Thanks. Yeah, but this is one of my favorite paint jobs on any passenger equipment right now. I did read. Well, Gabe read. I said look this up, and he read that even though this is DCC and sound, that we can run this. So
should we try it?
No, not tonight. I'm going to practice with it by itself first. Okay. And that way, when we get some more cars from the Surfliner, we can put this on the head with the other engine. And make a nice double header out of that. So I think that would look really good. And then, of course, we've got this one yet to put on. So we'll pair that off with something in the future. Like I said, I want to get about 6 Amtrak passengers. Well, a combination of Amtrak and maybe get some of my other favorites, if I can find them at the train shows and stuff, like the Sounder or the North Star, maybe the Go Transit, something like that.
Josh says that's what my mom does when she wants to look up something for her. Gets Josh to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, we were sitting downstairs watching stuff last night, and I said, look this up. And he looked it up.
Yep. Is that right? Huh? Maybe I'll have to take a look if it has the reader board on the front too, like the Surfliner does.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Flutterbug says, you said something about a signaling system. Will that just be an occupied track setup?
I'm probably going to get, I think they make ones that are kind of like the little laser activated like you've got for the gates. I think I may get the type for the block system so that we can actually have operational block signals. Without having to go into a whole lot of stuff like DCC and all that, where it's just when the trains pass. So I think that's what we'll wind up doing is we'll have signals staggered. We might even have like a bridge going across for all 3 tracks, signal bridge for these. But for the double tracks, we'll probably put just the single ones sitting off to the sides.
Flutterbug says, oh, they do? For the reader boards.
Do they?
The regular Amtrak doesn't, but the Surfliner does.
Okay, so
which is funny because when we were watching the San Juan Capistrano camera on Virtual Railfan, that's when I noticed it at first that the Surfliner Chargers have a reader board. So I wanted to take a look here when Dad was running it, and it has it set to Los Angeles. So I think that's really cool.
It is cool.
And he says, yes, I like that idea.
Yeah. So we're definitely going to have the 3 tracks here. Will have signal bridges that'll come across and span all 3 tracks, and then the rest of the stuff we'll have is just next to it. I don't know, for the elevated, I'm not sure how they handle signals with elevators. I've never really looked. I may have to look at Chicago
Yeah.
and see what they do as far as how they put their signals on there for the elevated stuff. But whatever it is, we'll kind of match it. But then down below where we have all the mountains and everything, and our planes running, we'll just have the signals next to the tracks. But that's where we could probably have crossing gates. Is going to be down below.
Yeah.
So.
You'll have to do some research.
So tomorrow, like I said, tomorrow's going to be another busy day. We're going to finish up that block, get started into that block, finishing on that block, and then I can start to move down and start working on the Salvation Army block. So I'm looking forward to that. So we're moving along pretty quick now. This whole shelf right here will be done probably in about 2 weeks. Everything will be scenic, painted, everything. That looked really nice too for doing the videoing. And then by then this will be completely printed. We'll have that in place. Soon as we're done, well, about 2/3 of the way through printing this one, we'll start printing the rest of the bridge, the elevated, that's going to go through here, cut through here and all that. So within a month, our double elevated should be finished. At least the bridge in place. I may not have the track on yet, but at least I'll have all the components in place and have everything painted and weathered, so that we can just wait for the track, find a good deal on the track at a train show, and pick up the track that way.
Firebloggs asks, what was the slumlord's name again? Ned?
Yes, Ned. That was from a suggestion from Great Northern. Because he knew a guy when he was growing up that turned into a slumlord. And his name was Ned.
Josh says, I can't wait for my 2 train shows in June.
Oh, where are those at? There we go. So before we cover everything up tonight, Gabe?
Yeah.
Let's run a few videos.
Yeah.
Since I've got these 2 here, and we'll do that.
Maybe I'll put that up as a short run tonight.
Okay. Yeah. So we can do that.
Great Northern says yes.
Yeah. So Ned is our guy. Yes, we have. And as we develop the stories, like I've said, as we develop the stories of our inhabitants, our residents here, we'll let you guys come up with names and stuff. And if you want to add any stories to them, because we're going to have hundreds and hundreds of people, and we're going to have all kinds of scenes of interactions and things like that. So if you want to do something like that as we start to come up with it, if it's something I don't have already a story for, I'll let you guys know. Then you can come up with a story, and we'll just we'll put up for a vote, and we'll make that person's tale. So I think that'll be kind of fun to do. You guys can actually help us create the city. Everything on that.
Let's see. Josh says one's in Greenville and the other in Decatur, in Illinois.
Okay.
Plumberbog says I was going to try and make Train Fest in the fall in Milwaukee. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one to go to if you've never gone. We've gone probably about 6-7 times in the past 10-12 years. Obviously not during COVID when it was shut down, but they had it out at the fairgrounds in Milwaukee. I liked it there, but now we've done 2 years in a row where it's at downtown now. And it's a nice building, nice modern building. It doesn't seem very crowded. I thought for sure when I saw that it was a smaller space, it was just going to be really packed, but it probably accounted for the fact that there's some dealers that just aren't traveling with the shows anymore. So it's just a beautiful building. So yeah, if you want to go.
I asked if it was in Baird Center. Wasn't that the place, Baird?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah. So if you want to meet up for it, let us know. We'll be happy to meet you there. We generally go on Sunday. Saturday is a zoo. It gets about 3 times the amount of people, 3 to 4 times the amount of people that Sunday gets. And they run all the same great stuff on the layouts on Sunday as they do Saturday, because we've done both days before. So it's just a better day to go. It's just a lot more relaxed. So we usually go up on the Sunday and we get there when it opens, and we pretty much stay the whole day. So.
Let's see. Great Northern asks if you know an artist named Larry Fisher. I saw
yeah.
a print of his at the show I went to, and now I have to buy it.
Yep, I know Larry. Yep. If I remember right, last time I talked to him, which has been a long time, I think he was living in Texas. I know all the guys. I mean, I've met them all. I even got to meet Howard Fogg in Colorado before he passed. That was really neat, getting to meet him. He was an incredible man. Like I got to see some of his originals and everything, and so yeah, it just seems like all us artists kind of knew each other, and we'd see each other at the shows, and we'd see each other's new works, and and talk about it and catch up and everything. So yeah. There's only been one guy, and I'm not going to say who he is. There's only been one bad artist out of all the years that I've been traveling, and he would steal money from people. He would say, "Oh yeah, I'll send that to you. I've got this print. I'll send that to you." And he'd never send it. He'd take their money at the shows and then never send it. And he really gave some of us a bad name because of that. But otherwise, all the rest of the artists I dealt with, and I've known most of them, have been fantastic. There was a guy, boy, he was. So I know it's not. I mean, this is pre AI and all that. So it was. He did what is a type of art called stippling. I don't know if you're familiar with that term or not, but it's where you use a pen and ink, like the old type where you had a dip pen, and you dip it into ink, and you dotted. You did everything with dots. So his entire thing was he did nothing but trains, and so he created the fades with the dots, heavier dots, to where it'd be solid black, and it'd start to fade. You get more white showing through all the way down. It was spectacular. I asked him one time. I said, "How do you go crazy doing not go crazy doing this?" And he just laughed. He said, "Sometimes it just gets so ridiculous and redundant." But his work was incredible. I mean, it was so highly detailed, and I was just marveled at him because I know how to do stippling too. I used to do it for some projects, and I know how long that takes. I did some color, and I have a collection of um, polished stones that are in shapes of eggs that I would buy at rock shops when I travel the country. And I did a malachite stone one time, which is all greens with swirls and everything. And I did that doing stippling. And that thing was only this big, and it took me 3 weeks to do it and to do it right. And that was just ridiculous. So for him to do originals that were, like that, all stippled, I don't know how he did it. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. It's called Art by Scotty. I think it was Scotty or I. I can't remember which. Yeah, I think he was in Colorado too. So if you want to see some really cool stuff, go check him out. I don't mind talking up and sharing other good artists. I'm not so arrogant thinking, "Oh, I'm not gonna, it eats into my sales and all that." It's like, no, try to help out other guys and stuff. I always have. So.
They were talking about it. Great Northern mentioned it, but
Yeah.
Larry passed away on March 10th.
Oh, did he?
In Las Vegas.
Oh, okay. So, well, it'd been probably 15 years since I talked to Larry. So it'd been quite some time. Howard Fogg died. Gosh, it's going on 2-3 decades now at this point. I think it was the 90s that he passed away. I think it was early 90s that I met him up in Colorado at his place. Gosh, that man was a talent. His steam paintings were just unbelievable. So yeah, we're starting to lose. Let's start to lose them. And now, unfortunately, I'm kind of glad I did my art when I did it, because when I did my art, there was no AI, there was no computer assist, there was nothing. You had to do the artwork. So versus a lot of people these days that take a photo of an engine they like or something, and they either throw it through all kinds of processes and make it look like a piece of art, or they just simply tell AI to make it for them. So it's gonna be really hard for new artists in any kind of a thing, and especially technical stuff like this. to actually get a name for themselves and try to be legit. Without actually like putting a video up showing you doing the actual work. And some people are having to resort to that now, which is really sad. But it's so I'm glad I was in the art field when I was in the art field. It was the right time to do it. I got to meet all the greats. We all hung out at shows. It was a wonderful time. So
Let's see. Plumber Bog says Sunday it is regarding Train Fest.
oh, good, yeah.
We'll
We'll get all that set up. Yeah. Okay, go ahead and finish that. Then I'll talk to Plumber
Well,
Bog.
we've got quite a few things.
Oh, we'll go ahead. Then we'll come back. We'll come back in a minute. Plumber Logs on something I wanted to ask you about it too.
Great Northern says Larry had a print of a Great Northern F7 consist at a rural depot in the snow. I should have bought it.
Yeah. Yeah, you can find a lot of the artwork at the shows still. There's still vendors for a lot of the artists that are out there, so you should be able to find stuff, if not online for sure.
Let's see. Josh says I'm going to get gates that go down in my layout for the N-scale track, and when I get an uprise trestle, I'll have another track in my layout.
Oh, cool.
My friend I know from church says his daddy's working on his trestle.
Okay, great.
Cool.
Excellent.
Yeah, that is exciting.
Yeah.
Flutterbug says, don't take life too seriously. None of us get out alive.
No, that's true.
And Great Northern says, they say God is a comedian.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at the platypus.
And hey, we all have senses of humor.
That's right. That's right. Okay, so Plumber Box. Great Northern told me about this. You look it up while you're there, Gabe.
Yeah.
There's an N-scale convention coming to Milwaukee in June. And Great Northern was going to come to it possibly. We're going to go to it for sure. So if you want to hook up for that one too, let us know. I forget what the convention is, but there's
June 23rd to 27th.
Oh, that's nice.
Crown Plaza, Milwaukee South.
And what's the name of it?
It is the N-scale Enthusiast show.
Okay.
Come on.
He was pulling it up.
Yeah, National N-scale Convention.
Oh, excellent. That was it. Was a National N-scale. Okay, 20 what?
The 23rd through 27th.
So 4 days?
Uh-huh.
Nice. So what is it, a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
I do believe. I don't know. I'd have to look
at
the calendar.
Okay. Yeah, let's look that up if you want to. Huh?
Great Northern says I'm not going to be able to make it.
That sucks. Oh, sorry. That stinks. We're looking forward to meeting you at that one, possibly. Yeah. Well, we'll maybe come see you at that train show in the fall there in Minneapolis. Well, St. Paul, I guess it is, at the fairgrounds. So, so if you want to go with us to that show, or you want to meet up there for that one, we can do that. Excuse me. We're definitely going to hit that one. There's a really excellent, and we have featured it on our channel a few times. There's a really excellent layout that travels with them. And what's the name of that one?
What is that one?
Is that the Maji track?
Maybe it's Maji track. Yeah, the really long
one. The big end.
Yeah, that's Maji track.
Okay.
They'll
be there. They'll be there.
Special run, it doesn't say registration.
So they'll be.
Yeah, it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday activities.
Okay.
And the public show.
Okay. So that might be a fun thing to go do. End of June, if you're going to be around in town, we're going to definitely go. We'll see what the schedule is and maybe talk to people online and find out what they say is the best day to go to something like that.
Fresno Jason says hi.
Hey, Fresno Jason. So if you want to go on that, we'll definitely make plans on something like that.
Great Northern says the Fairgrounds show is September 19th.
19th. You better look up and see when the Monroe show is, because that's close to the Monroe show. The Monroe's only 45 miles away from us, so if I have my druthers, I'm going to Monroe. Plus, I want to get a table there this year too. So, because we're going to take a lot of our N-scale and Z-scale buildings set.
Nope, that's the 26th and 27th.
Okay, so the next weekend. So it's whether we want to do 2 train shows in a row.
Or if we get a lot of
okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It may be the Monroe one, because I want to get some sales done.
Yeah.
So, because then West Point's the following weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's see. We got quite a bit here.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Forgive the water. I'm still battling the cough.
No, my mouth is dry too
Yep.
today. Let's see. Josh asked if you're going to start on your HO track sooner or later.
Oh, yeah, we will be when we go to when we move everything, not move this, but when we get this pretty well in hand and the way I like it, then we'll be going upstairs and we'll be starting the second in-scale layout and the HO up there. Okay?
Let's see. Polar Boggs asked, make sure it is indeed the 23rd through the 27th. Polar
Okay.
Boggs. Yeah. Let's see. Polar Boggs says, I think so. I'll let you know for after Memorial Day.
Sounds good.
Fresno Jason says, can't wait for our train show here at the end of next month.
Oh, good.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, Polar Boggs says he's never been to a train show.
Oh. Well, then the national one might be a good one to go to start off with, the in-scale national. Because that focuses right in on what we're doing. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of layouts there. And I've seen some really good ones in the area, but it's kind of hard to see them because some come from north, south, east, west, obviously all over, and you don't see them all the same ones. But so they should all be coming to that one.
And let's see. Great Northern says N scale is way better. Josh, wink. Yeah, I'd be inclined to agree. You can just do so much more with the space.
Yeah, you can.
And you can 3D print stuff too. You don't have to have a massive industrial printer to do it.
That's true. Like, look at our buildings. Yeah.
Could you imagine if this was all HO? You remember that massive panel we made?
Yes.
For just like 3-4 floors?
Well, it's like we joked about it. This is HO. I would have had to punch through the ceiling to get these buildings in.
Yeah,
to be going up into the attic at this point.
Yeah, clear out the storage room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Yeah, so maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll hit that one. We're thinking about actually our church. We did a train show at our church for COVID. So I guess it was like 2019.
Yeah, it was January 2019.
19. Had a pretty good turnout. I organized the whole thing, put it all together. We had probably 40 plus vendors come. Had 150, 200 tables, something like that, I think. It was over 100. Didn't have any layouts, but I'm thinking, there's not a whole lot goes on in the summer, the depths of summer, for train shows. So I'm thinking next summer we may bring our show back and have it at our church here in town.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm thinking we might just do that. We could probably set up a train layout if we can get a guy to come, maybe in one of those little anti-rooms.
Yeah.
That's off the side there, because as we've seen, some of those are pretty small.
I don't have much Thomas stuff to bring anymore, so we couldn't.
No, we couldn't set up the kids. We couldn't set up the kids part, but we could do the rest of it.
Yeah.
So we might do that. We might do like a 2-day event on a. Well, no, they don't like us doing it because of the church on Sundays. We'll just have to do a Saturday only event. So unless we do a Friday, Saturday, since it will be summertime. So we'll have to just play around with it and see. So we're thinking about doing our own train show again. We had a pretty good success. The only thing that happened is because we did ours in January. Weather was great on either side of it, but that weekend when we had an ice storm. So we had tons of people come right at the beginning of it, and then the ice storm hit around noon, 1 o'clock, and we just told everybody to go home. We didn't want any of the guys to be caught on this because this was stretched everywhere across Illinois and Wisconsin. So by doing it in the summer, we shouldn't have any issues unless we have a thunderstorm that knocks out power.
Old Soul Adventures says hi.
Oh, hey, glad you joined us. We're just doing a little chatting here while we were doing some running here. So we're just doing a little chat and wrap it up about the train shows and everything. So
let's see. Plumber Boggs says that would be cool. I will help set up as long as an atheist is allowed in.
We don't. It doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're fine.
Yep. Doesn't matter here.
No, if you'd like to come and join and have some fun with it. Because we had
it was really fun the time that we had set it up. There were a lot of vendors and
the ladies, the evangelism ladies, it was so cool. They actually made meals versus at normal train shows where you get your choice of a hot dog or a hamburger. At the concessions, our ladies made food. I mean, it was like. I don't remember
a restaurant.
It was like lasagna, or it was I don't remember, raviolis or something. I mean, They made, yeah, and it was really good stuff. All the vendors that came, so it was worth it just to come for the food. So
Plutterbuck says, I figured, haha, love the community around churches.
yeah. No, come. That'd be great if you want to come give us a hand,
Yeah.
and we'll have a good time. And like I said, the ladies will be there giving us food and having a good time with it. So it was really pretty good. I mean, we had a decent amount.
Yeah.
So
Let's see.
so I think we'll shoot for next summer on that.
Yeah.
That'll give me time because it gives me time because I like to have about 8-9 months ahead of time. The last time that's what I did because I was able to get advertisement on the radio. I was able to talk through Facebook and everything. I was able to talk to all of the big train groups here in northern Illinois and southern Wisconsin, and that's how we got a lot of the vendors. And so I actually had people wanting to bring their layouts. We just didn't know where to put them. But this time we'll put them in some of the secondary rooms so that they can be running trains and have a good time. So
Josh says I'm gonna have 2 subways on my layout.
no, that'll be cool. That'll be really neat. Yeah, we're thinking about doing one here, but I don't know. Now that we're really getting this elevated done, I'm not altogether sure about the subway anymore.
Yeah, I don't.
I
This has essentially become our subway.
Our elevated has become our subway.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So we may get some subway cars for it,
Right.
train for it,
Uh-huh.
but in addition to the Amtraks that are going to be rolling through.
Oh, Blutterbug says, gotta head out. Thank you, gents.
Oh, good hearing from you.
Yeah, good
let's
to
talk
see ya.
soon and we'll get set up about doing the weathering. So, all right. Yeah, so I think we will do the train show. I
Yeah.
think we'll actually do it and we'll broadcast the whole works because we can broadcast there because they have Wi-Fi there.
Right.
Right, we can make sure
Yeah.
Pastor will let us and
Yeah, we just come plug the phone in and
yeah.
take it around because it won't be a bad connection either. Because
No.
their Wi-Fi downstairs is actually good,
Really good. So yeah, so that's so we can do the whole thing. We can broadcast the entire show.
and it won't lock us out or say that YouTube is restricted and it's not completely encased in concrete.
That's true because we got that huge bank of windows. Yeah.
Oh, that was awful at the Harlem show.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right.
Big Boy Real says, hi, how you doing?
Doing good. We're just kind of winding down for the night. We were running trains earlier and showed everything. I'll get the camera and show everything again right here before we go that got done recently. We have 3 things that we're working on, 3 separate areas in the layout that we're working on right now. It just depends upon how fast we get the printer to go, the 3D printer to go. So as to how quick we can get stuff going. So,
Yeah.
but I'll show everything here again in a few minutes before we sign off for the night.
Crochet Lady says, when's the next live super group tonight?
It was an excellent group tonight. We're going to try to do it every 2 to 3 days. So potentially the next one will be Wednesday or Thursday. What I want to do is just give myself enough time to get new stuff done. So that when you guys come in, you'll get to see some new things. It's not just sitting here looking at the same old thing. So I want to get this part of the skid row finished tomorrow, possibly Wednesday morning, to where we could possibly do it Wednesday night. So and then get into this part here too. So plus by then we'll have we should have most of the foundation done for the Alexandria. So we should be able to show a lot of new stuff. So I'm trying to make it to where give myself a couple of days to get stuff built, and then we'll get together and I'll show you guys everything that's going on, and we'll run some trains like we did tonight, and I'll figure a way of getting my 3rd track cleared off. Maybe I'll just put another track down, a siding down to put all the cars and stuff on. I'll figure something out. So
Let's
Yes.
see. Big Boy Real says, sounds like lots of fun.
it was lots of fun tonight. We had a good time talking about train shows and all kinds of stuff.
Josh says, been testing my new track on my layout to make sure it works good. I love your layout. Still like the Rockwall too.
I do too. And now that we've got this off of here, well, thank you about the Rockwall. I like it too. So I think having this off that we just took off tonight, being able to see the Rockwall better here. I'm going to patch this in a little better right here. Make it more of a seamless joint between the retaining wall and the rock wall. I think that'll look pretty good. So this way you can see everything and I can keep everything clean. Like I said, we'll have just this little bit that'll be covered right here for the station, and that'll be fine. It'll look really good. We have the camera right here as we're pulling the trains into a stop at the platforms. So that'll look really good. It'll be a lot easier to take care of too, versus basically taking everything off to clean this one corner from time to time, which I won't have to do anymore. So yeah, I think it's look pretty good. So let me get the camera and we'll do another walk around review of everything and show you what we did over the past few days. And we'll probably call it there for the night. Put my glasses on so I can see the cameras, so I can see what you're seeing.
Yep.
All right, so here is Alexandria base of the new tower. Like I said, I compared earlier, but I will again. You can see it's as wide as, and these panels are as tall as the panels are on this. So this is going to be a biggie. This building here will be taller than this one. So it'll actually probably almost hit the ceiling. And it's just going to go right here. I've got it placed right here. It's going to go up. I may even bring it around a little bit more right into here, since we're not going to have the, or I may put the Ferris wheel right there. I don't know. I've got to bring the bridge on around, the elevated track on around and get it all hooked up through here. So here's the parking garage that we just finished up doing all the prints on that. I've just got to glue everything. Well, not glue everything together. I've got to sand everything, then paint everything, and then stack it all, and then fill it full of cars and put lights in it. So that's going to be a little bit of a project to do, but I think it'll look good right there because behind it we're going to have a big background building against the wall, huge skyscraper that'll come up to about right here, and then we'll have the rest of the convention center back behind our towers of our convention center. So this is moving along pretty good. So there's part number 2. So here's what we're doing right now is we're working on 1, 2, and then I've been working on this. We just added this extension out on the shelf right here so I could bring this away from the track. So I worked on getting my fence with all the graffiti done. I got the graffiti on the base of the buildings here. I got all the rest of the paint in on here. So I'm going to be putting the landscaping down, the scenery material down all through here. This will all be pretty much, get the pool all put in. This will pretty much be wrapped up within the next day or 2. Then we'll get started on this. We've already got most of the parts done. We just have to get the fire escapes put on the back right there. And then we'll have both these 2 blocks pretty well finished up. So this next 2 days will be 2-3 days. We'll be getting all of this wrapped up right here. You guys will see that on the next live stream. We do have a video coming tonight where I did a much closer close-up of all of this. I showed what I did on the graffiti on the buildings and on the fence, to where if you decide you want to go the way I did, I use decals on this. Normally I paint my own graffiti, but I just trying to save time, so I did decals with this. So I show how to make a railroad decal that, like, where it cuts off on at the bottom of the card. You don't have any of the stuff on the bottom. I showed how to finish the decal out and have it look like a piece of graffiti, to where it does look like it just cuts off flat. So we've got a video coming of that tonight, so you'll see that. And then we'll probably, when I get all landscaping done, we'll probably do a progress shot, a video of that, and show you how I do some of that stuff. And that'll be pretty much it on that. So I'm figuring by this time next week we should probably almost have this entire area from here all the way that way scenic and done. Buildings all finished, everything. So hopefully, and then I'll have to get all my people in, all my little figures in. Gonna start making up our story for them. So that's where we'll be on the next video. This is just where I'm got everything kind of stored right now.
Crochet Lady says, I'll stay till the end, but want to wish everyone a good night and see you all in the next live.
Oh, yeah. All right, so I got that back here.
Okay. Reset.
Yeah, I'm just going to get a drop cloth, one of those really super lightweight drop cloths, and I'm just going to span it over this whole thing. So I have to keep using the paper towels to do it and having my cars knock off the tracks. But then we get this summer we get the yards built against that wall over there, the yards and the staging and everything. I can move all of this off these main lines, so that's when it'll really help. So, all right, everyone. So hope you had a good time tonight. It seemed like we had some really good conversations going. So we will be back on Wednesday. Wednesday may be a horizontal. We'll probably go back to horizontal so you guys can see more of the layout while we're talking. We're just going to kind of shift back and forth between the two, and we're just going to see how YouTube has been doing as far as their formatting. Used to be vertical, brought in a lot more viewers. I don't know. We'll have to see what the numbers were after this, but we'll definitely do a horizontal on, next will be a horizontal. So that way you can see things a little easier instead of just all in tight little screen area. All right, so thank you everyone for joining us tonight. If you've enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to support the layout in any way, we have our wish list, our Amazon wish list. You can find links all over our channel for it in a variety of places. There's all kinds of things up there. We've actually might be having something new coming in. Somebody let us know. So if it does, we'll have that maybe by the next live stream. If not, probably by the weekend. So thank you to all supporters and all of you viewers for sticking in there with us. So as you see, we're really moving now. Summer's here. By the end of the summer, go back and review where we are right now and look where we're going to be by the end of summer. I mean, it's going to move fast. So we're going to get a lot of things done. So that we head into fall and winter, when everybody really starts getting into their trains, we'll be going like crazy. So
let's see.
yes.
Josh says, have a good night and awesome live stream.
Oh, good.
And
Thank you.
Great
You
Northern
too.
says good night too.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Same to you. I'm sorry you're not going to be at the N-Scale convention with us.
Yeah.
But we'll meet up here at some point.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Fresno Jason says, great stream. Have a great evening.
You too. You too. So we'll talk to you guys on probably Wednesday night. Hopefully I'll have quite a bit more done. So
Yeah.
take care, everyone.